Hi, it's Sarah Berry from stampwithsarah.co.uk. I'm an independent Stampin' Up demonstrator, and today I have a card to show you from the brand new Bubbles and Bubbly stamp set, which can be found in the Stampin' Up annual catalogue. This one was released in June of 2018, and you'll find this stamp set on page 43. If you need a copy of this catalogue, please let me know. If you go to my website and go to Catalogues in the menu, you can request your free copy and I will send this out to you. We also have the Autumn Winter catalogue at the moment, so you can also choose to add that one too. So this one is something that really caught my eye. It's a little bit different. I fancy one of these roll top baths myself. That would be so lovely. And I thought this is a card that you could send to someone that's having a special birthday. I haven't added any numbers on, but I thought that you could add, say, a 30, a 30-year-old perhaps inside this daisy, or just leave it as it is. So inside you have a lovely little folded towel with a little rubber duck inside on the top. So I thought that was really, really cute to stamp on the inside. So to make this card, you need just a few things. You need a standard folded card, which is 10.5 centimetres by 14.8. You need your insert, which is a fraction smaller. You need a piece that is 10.5 wide by, mine is 7.5 centimetres tall, so just to fit in this bath. Of course you have an envelope if you'd like to stamp your envelope, and then I've got two colours of yellow, which is So Saffron and then Daffodil Delight, to create this daisy. So let's start. To begin with, you just want to take the base card, and then we want this stamp, which is the bubbles. When I finished the card, I'd nearly finished the card, and just before I glued it down, I thought it really needed something in the background. So I went for the bubbles, and then I've used the grey granite ink pad. I didn't want pink because I thought it would get lost against this card, and I didn't want black. So I've gone for grey. Make sure you're using all of the ink that's on this stamp. So stamp and then stamp off again, so you've got two shades of grey. Across there and then across the bottom. Can you see I'm twisting as I stamp, so all the bubbles aren't going the same way. I'm not sure if this is bubbly bubbles from champagne or too much soap. I'll let you decide on that one. So that's it for the basic grey. Next you want this strip that goes across there, and we'll stamp the bath in Memento Tuxedo Black, which is our standard black. This is block E, and the bath fits on there nicely. This piece does actually pop out, but I've just left it in. You can just pop that out. Okay. It's quite a large stamp, so you might be better taking the ink to the stamp if that's what you prefer to do. And then you want to make sure the feet of the bath are straight and our head's in. There we go. Very nice. So to colour this, we're going to use our watercolour pencils. And the colours that I have today are Early Espresso for her hair. She's a brunette today. And then we have Bermuda Bay, just a tiny bit to highlight that bath, because otherwise if it's I felt if it's just white, it kind of gets a little bit lost and it looks like we've forgotten to colour it. So I felt it needed a little bit of blue. So can you see that I haven't gone really hard? I've just gone very gently and coloured in the direction of what the bath will be. So give it a nice sweeping curve, a little bit of shadow there, around the back of her neck, along the front. I just find if I colour in the, if I add colour, sorry, in the direction of everything and not have straight hard lines or even soft lines, it just helps when we go to blend at the end. So that's the Bermuda Bay. We have the Daffodil Delight. This is for the feet of the bath. Now I am pressing hard because I want these to be nice and strong and I want lots of colour on those feet. Calypso Coral. Now this I find is the perfect colour to add just a little bit of pink to her skin. You don't want to go hard with this because you don't want her to be too orange and or maybe too fake tan. But if that's the kind of lady you want to make, that's perfectly fine. Just add a little bit on her hands, her leg and her face. Imagine that you're trying to do her cheeks, her ear, follow her chin. Alright. Next, what colour? Why do we have green? Oh, green, there's a bow in her hair. So I've just added a little green. And then also the yellow, I forgot to add colours in the champagne. And then we add just a touch of blue, tiny amount to the glass there. And then that's it. So we're going to colour that in. You're probably thinking I've already coloured it in. But this is a blender pen and it's got a see-through invisible ink inside it. It's a magic pen, as my boys like to call it. Make sure you've got no ink on the end of that tip. The tips will colour the more you use them. This one is completely pink on the other end, but it's okay. The ink needs to still run clear and it will do. So start with the bath or wherever you'd like. You want one sort of long sweeping motion. You can do little circles. And always colour following the shape of what you are colouring in. There we go. Get rid of that colour because that's the bath done. Now we go on to the feet. All we're doing is just literally smoothing out that colour. Get rid of the yellow. Now we can go on to her skin. It's important to get rid of the colour, any excess colour on the tip, because otherwise you'll transfer colour onto something that you don't want it to be on. So don't forget that important tip or that important step. Literally smooth her hair out, tiny bit on the bow. And then lastly, we have the glass to do. I'll start with the yellow and then go on to the blue. So that's it, there she is. She's all coloured in. Pretty straightforward. The watercolour pencils and the blend pen really do make it easy. And you really don't need to be a brilliant colourer is what I'm going to say. So the bubbles, I'm going to give her some glitter sparkly bubbles and just add a touch on the bottom of that bath and on the roll of the bath because she looks like a princess. She needs some bubbles and glitter. Can you see that, Shlimmer? If you don't have a Winkler Stella pen, you really do need one. You will be putting glitter on everything, so that really does give you a nice final touch on there. Okay, So that can go straight onto our card, and for that I'm going to be using the Tombow. I use it because it's relatively cheap. It goes a long way, and it's forgiving, so it lets me have a little bit of wiggle to get it nice and straight. Okay, so next up we're going to do the daisy. And I thought this was really nice and fun. So the daisy punch is this one, and you want one colour, or you can have two of the same, but I've given the flower a little bit of variation. One in Daffodil Delight and one in Saffron. Like that. Then you layer them. It doesn't matter which one goes on the top. Like that. So then you use the circle punch, but before we do that, I'm going to stamp the "Today is your day." And the circle punch that I've chosen is the 1 3/4 inches. That just needs a little bit of glue in the centre. And that creates your sunflower topper. So last thing you want to do is add some foam pads onto the back of it. I recommend you wait until it's nice and dry. I'm just going to put 3 on. And that goes there. And then lastly you would want to do the insert, and that is very simple. You would just want to take one of the other images from the stamp set. You have a little table with a present on, so if it's a birthday, that would be nice. You have the towels with the duck that I said. You have some candles and some more bubbles, and even some music. And you can change the greeting. You could even put "Pamper Yourself" inside the card, along with the duck and the towels. And this would be a perfect card to couple with a gift of bubble baths, you know, those fancy bath bombs that you can get. So yeah, I'm really excited about this card and this stamp set. I can see that I'll be using it a lot. So I hope you've enjoyed the card today. Thank you for watching, and thank you for your likes and your subscription to my channel if you have done. If you'd like any more information, please let me know. I'm always happy to talk to you. I'm available on the phone Monday to Friday, 9 till 5. So if that is something that you'd like, then please do give me a call, and you can find all my details at the bottom of this video. Thank you, and I will see you again soon. Bye bye.